What's going on, guys? It's Picsoleated, and today we are looking at a pair of sneakers that might frighten quite a few of you, but it'll probably excite some of you too. That's it, they've finally done it. They've made sneakers that are absolutely nuts and are not for the faint of heart. Not something you expect from Converse, but I'm always glad to see them breaking barriers for the brand. We are of course talking about the Converse X Ambush Chuck 70 highs. Now before we do a deep dive into these sneakers and the legendary brand that Converse collaborated with to make them, feel free to follow me on Instagram at Picsoleated, that's at Picsoleated for fire sneaker content and to keep up with the latest content. Fronted and founded by Yoon Ahn and her husband and hip-hop artist Verbal. Yes, that's right, it's Verbal, not Virgil. Ambush is a high fashion streetwear brand that stemmed from a high-end jewelry brand. These Tokyo-based style icons started Ambush in 2008, making high-end jewelry for Verbal to wear during his performances. So obviously there was a lot of hip-hop influence amongst other things in the brand's designs. The brand gained notoriety and momentum because of their bold design choices and the dramatic and thematic style imbued in all of their jewelry. This has led them to be a leader in today's contemporary pop art aesthetic, and being that they're on pretty much every collab-friendly brand's radar, it comes as a welcome addition for them to be collaborating with Converse. Known for their latest collaboration with Nike with the dramatically restyled Air Max 180 as the dominant sneaker in that collection, Ambush has now joined forces with the everyman brand Converse, also owned by Nike. So does this count as two collabs for Nike? Regardless, the collaboration takes place with two different iterations of classic Converse sneakers. One is the Converse Pro Leather in an all-black colorway, the other is the Converse Chuck 70 in the all-white colorway, which is the one you see me wearing in this video. Both sneakers released on Saturday, October 19th, 2019. The shoe retailed for $180 or 240 Canadian, a much higher than typical Chuck 70 price, and although they're relatively difficult to come by, they're going for incredibly affordable prices in the aftermarket, well, relative to what their retail price is. So if you like what you see, I've left a link down below to where you can get these high quality sneakers for a non-wallet breaking price. Now I know you're looking at the screen and saying, where are the Converse Chuck 70s? I know, trust me, they've changed it up a ton, but if you paid attention to what I said earlier, Yoon Ahn and her Ambush cronies love to make dramatic design changes, and this sneaker abides by that rule to the T. Nothing about these has kept the exact form of the Chuck 70s, and that's what's so great about them. Of course, you see some key style cues like the similarly aligned eyelets, but there's more to it than that. Before we dig any deeper, let's quickly go over the materials of this Ambush Chuck 70 high. The upper is made almost entirely of rubber. We have the side panels made of a thinner rubber that has some give. The tongue is made of the same rubber and has this W-shaped cut at the top of it. We have thicker eyelet panels that have no give and most likely help keep the shape of the shoe. Now what's interesting is you'll see some text on the outside panels that says fold gusset this side only to hold firmly, which honestly I don't know what that means. There's nothing really foldable on this shoe unless I'm a dweeb and I'm out of my depths. Then there's keep double laced to hold firmly. This makes a little more sense to me. I mean, it's pretty on the nose. I'm assuming they're referring to adding two laces through the eyelets or looping in the same lace twice, but if they mean something else, they got me again. If any of you know what either of those mean, please leave it in the comments so I don't feel so clueless. We've got heavy duty white rope laces and an alternative set of orange laces that come with the shoe. On the inner side panel of the shoe, we have the classic Converse logo on a rubber patch. On the back of the shoe, we have a separate fused material that forms and most likely creates structure and integrity in the heel with Ambush branding and the size of the shoe clearly plastered in uninterrupted bold black text in case you forgot what size you were. The inside of the shoe is actually lined with a form of thin suede. It's soft as a touch, and thank God they have that inside the shoe because it makes the shoe a little more comfortable and makes it easy to slide your feet in. Finally, we have this all-white rubber midsole. This is almost 3 times the size of a typical Chuck 70 high and a toe box designed to look like a thick piece of rubber overlapping the midsole instead of being part of it, giving the shoe a more unique look. This is personally my favorite detail of the shoe. I know it's subtle, but I always love the overlaying look on a shoe. And of course, we have the Chuck 70 outsole in the same color as the rest of the shoe. The shoe has a matte look to it and the upper isn't a literal white. It's got more of a coconut milk look to it. When it comes to sizing, the shoe has broken another barrier that I thought would never be broken. For these shoes, I would recommend you go true to size. I bought these half down from my true to size, not knowing what to expect. Keep in mind, I usually go a full size down in Chuck 70 highs, and I only went to half size down in these, yet there was just too much pinching in the toe area. And to be fair, these aren't meant to be the most comfortable shoe. The midsole is so thick, you won't even get like a little bit of flex from them. You're basically wearing a platform shoe. So yeah, go true to size. With that being said, when it comes to comfort, don't expect these to be hella comfortable. They've got all the trappings of a shoe that wasn't designed for it. It's a high top, it's made of rubber, it's got a thick midsole with no flex. I will say this though, the insole cushioning is decent. As with any Chuck 70 highs, it's got that nice thick padded insole. I would show you, but honestly, the rubberized fortification surrounding it is so strong, I just gave up all hope of trying to remove it from the shoe. If you notice, these shoes are extremely high. It's not your regular high top, it's above that, and that's because it was inspired by a military extreme winter boot. Does that mean it's waterproof? I mean, it doesn't have to be, but it is. So enjoy these in the winter or just on rainy days to keep your feet dry, but don't expect them to stay as clean as they are now. I will say this though, these shoes are particularly hard to rock for someone like me. I tried to pull these off with these Nike basketball pants that I'm wearing. They're baggy and cuffed at the bottom, and although it seems to be working, I can't get over this super thick midsole. It's not a style I typically wear and makes me feel like these shoes are for the fashion elite. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Considering everything I just said about the wearability of these, I still believe that Yoon Ahn has done it again and created another banger. This is a bold, eye-catching shoe with designs that are subtle but powerful at the same time. And a call out to the high fashion sneaker look. I know you guys know what I'm talking about, without that glaringly unwelcoming price tag. Whether you believe these are for the fashion elite or anyone can pull them off, what I can tell you is this collab just made high fashion more easily attainable. With the amazing prices that these are going for, I've left a link in the description once again where you can get the Ambush Chuck 70 highs for a fair price. Now you have no excuse to level up and outstyle your homies or homettes. That's it for me today. What do you guys think about this collab? Are you an Ambush fan or are they just too damn high for you? Let me know in the comments. Catch you later. Picsoleated is about to ambush you. Maybe not, that sounds a little weird.